India's soft power, the world needs it. The future needs to celebrate humanity, to make people enjoy life.
Bhuvan's book, he's been covering me, he's been covering the festival, he's been doing all these things for 30 years, I think he said, and he only looks 32.
Hi all, this is Stylish Ram, AsianCultureVulture.com. It's the Cannes Film Festival edition 78, and I'm with the author, writer, journalist Bhuvan Lall, who's written this book, Namaste Cannes. He's the man to go to if you want to find out about India's relationship to Cannes Film Festival, because he's been coming for 30 years now. Bhuvanji, welcome to AsianCultureVulture.com. How are you?
Oh, just like everybody else in Cannes, excited, interested in meeting more people, but also tired.
You had a launch in the Carlton Hotel. You had some big Hollywood, big hitters there. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the book launch there.
Namaste Cannes, the rise of India's soft power at the world's premier film festival, had to be launched in Cannes. It cannot be launched in Bombay, Delhi or Mumbai, Delhi or elsewhere in the world.
How we have slowly conquered the world. In fact, we are the only industry outside of Hollywood which has its own star system.
Just so happened, a lot of my friends from Hollywood, India, they were in town and they managed to attend it. We had Mr. Ashok Amritraj, chairman of Hyde Park Entertainment, the most successful Indian producer ever.
What are we talking about?
We are talking about you and what you're doing here in Cannes this year.
Cannes is always wonderful. It's great to be here. And Bhuvan's book he was releasing, Bhuvan's an old friend. He's terrific. He's been covering me, he's been covering the festival, he's been doing all these things for 30 years, I think he said, and he only looks 32.
And Mr. Prakash Hinduja, one of the richest men on earth, and the Hinduja family, who have actually done exceptional work in promoting Indian cinema in the initial years, was also there. Basically, it was a group of friends and we celebrated, India and the India's soft power at the Carlton Hotel, the most premier hotel in the city.
Why did you want to write this book, Namaste Cannes?
That's a good question. It's important for India to record its history. If you look at ancient India and beyond that, we didn't really record our achievements. So I took it upon myself to take every opportunity, not only with this book, with my earlier books also, to record India's achievements in every field. And Cannes is no exception. India has been extremely successful here. From the first edition itself, 1946. And a lot of information about Indian cinema that has gone out of Cannes has not reached the Generation Z, has not reached the mass society of India. So we watch Cannes across the world, but especially in India, it's limited mainly to the fashion parade at the red carpet. I wanted to take it beyond that. There is a big significance of Cannes to the world, and India's participation in Cannes is also very important in a totally different way than the people view it. So that was the idea.
Sure. And what brought you to Cannes 30 years ago?
30 years ago, I was a film journalist. I used to work for Screen International. I was their Indian correspondent. And Cannes was part of the whole screen experience. So I used to come and cover Indian events. There were very few at that time, but they were there. And over 30 years, I have tons of anecdotes and notes and stuff. So I thought it may be probably right time at the 30th year to bring out a book. And also, I must tell you, Payal Kapadia won the award last year, the Grand Prix. And that also was a sort of turning point for me. I said, this needs to be highlighted even more.
Well, there were 4 films last year, from India. So that was an amazing achievement in itself. What's your favourite anecdote about Cannes? In a nutshell, I know you've written a book, so there's a lot of them in there.
There are many. I can't say there was any one favourite, but I can tell you what was my high point. 2013. We had 100 years of Indian cinema being celebrated at Cannes. And on that occasion, on the opening night, the iconic person from India, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, was here. And he walked up on stage and he greeted everyone. And then he spoke in Hindi, in his baritone. And that was a very important moment.
That sticks in your mind.
Yes, that I thought was a moment to remember. And I have narrated the entire event in my book.
What do you think the fascination is in India with Cannes? Well, what is it? I mean, we're part of that journey or exploration. We get a lot of views from India.
So cinema has its own attraction globally, right? Cannes is also part of that attraction. Festival de Cannes is France's gift to humanity. And when you come here, you not only watch the best and the latest of cinema, you meet the filmmakers themselves. In addition to that, it is also the red carpet hysteria, climbing those steps, being dressed for the occasion every evening. There is no such thing on earth. Even Olympics, which is the closest competitor to Cannes, happens once in 4 years, or the Soccer World Cup or the Cricket World Cup. They are not annual events.
How do you assess India's position in Cannes Film Festival right now?
India's position in Cannes Film Festival right now is splendid, but it's not fabulous.
It could be better.
That's where it needs to go. We are the only alternative to Hollywood on earth. And our stories, in some parts of the world, our stories are more popular, our films are more popular than anywhere else in the world. That's outside of India. Indian cinema has the greatest potential to promote India's soft power. And we are not yet on the even close to what we can achieve.
How would you define soft power?
A culture that's 5,000 plus years old gets distilled into literature, cinema, the arts. And it becomes more and more appreciated and more gets more and more appreciation around the world as it travels. So India's soft power is the next big deal. The world needs it.
Why does it need it?
Well, I don't have to tell you that. You read the newspapers, you see so much stress in politics, so much stress in strategic situations, and so much missiles, weapons, stuff happening around the world. We don't want that. That's not the future of humanity. The future is to celebrate humanity, to tell our deepest emotions, to make people laugh and cry, to make people enjoy life.
Indeed. What do you think Indian filmmakers can do to get their films into Cannes? There's a lot of people who want to present their films.
There is no formula. There is no strategy. There is only one piece of advice. Be original.
That's the key.
That's the key. Originality wins every time.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Salesh, you're the best.